Hi everyone, I'm Vicky for those who don't know me, and today I would like to share something that came in from the community. I received this question. I would really love to answer it, and I hope it serves you to hear that. Here's the question. I've spent near enough the last decade of my life working towards a career that I'm not happy in. I am super frustrated. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. What am I missing? Here's the insight that I would like to share with Diana, who asked the question, and everyone in the community. When we get triggered, and frustration is one of the triggers, um, it is often an intelligence coming to us. Unfortunately, our society doesn't see it that way. We try to avoid those feelings, avoid these heavy emotions. Sometimes we even advise to come with gratitude, refocus, look at what you have in life, be grateful for what you have, raise yourself into the frequency of gratitude. Gratitude allows you to integrate the healing, to integrate the soul movement, or to bring yourself into the state of safety. But there is still the shadow work that's required in between. You can use gratitude to come into I am safe, I am in gratitude to having life. And you can use gratitude as a tool to keep that frequency after you've done the work. But the work of going into the shadow of the emotion itself is required. If you skip that step, you're pretty much just escaping, using gratitude as a mechanism to escape. So I want to warn you against that trick in the healing path. What frustration, addiction, anger are telling you that you now at the level when you have resources to deal with an important pull. It's quite often that the pull comes from the family system. You are most likely not the first one to experience that frustration. For example, your mother or your grandmother could have also been unhappy in her career. Your grandparents might have been unhappy in their relationships, right? So you come across the same pattern. If you look at your relationship, you attract the same people over and over and over again. You break up, look into a different relationship, it comes into the same pattern. Maybe you feel attracted to them for some time, a year or two, and then something happens and you don't recognize that person. I don't know what happened, but I'm no longer in this anymore. Right? It's a specific pattern that we follow. You go into a job, you feel very excited about for some time. After a while, you feel very frustrated with it. You get angry at people often. You get irritated by little things. That emotion is your intelligence. Don't try to escape it. Stay present with it. So, ancestral healing on its own is the process of integrating all parts of you. Why? For 10 years, I was happy with it, or for some time, I was happy with it. And now I'm reaching the point it no longer satisfies me because now you're at that level. You develop the skill. You got yourself to that level, but now you leveled up, yeah, right? You new level of the game, like right. If you're looking at the whole human life as a game, you're at new level. Well, now you are resourced to face bigger challenge, bigger issue. You're now fighting with the dragon, right? But now what we're doing in the healing, we don't fight the dragon. We face the dragon and often we embody the dragon. We become, that's the feminine path, which does not mean it's a path for women. It means that before you were going through the masculine path, where I am learning, I am retrieving the tools to get myself to that level. Now, when you receive that level, you got that addiction, you got that anger, you no longer can hold it back. That's the sign that you are now bigger, you are now more capable. Don't look at your frustration thinking, how do I avoid it? What did I do wrong? The question is, I did everything right. Now I have a bigger issue that my family members most likely have suffered for generations and generations and generations. And now I have an opportunity, a choice to embody it, to become that dragon that people been fighting. They've been avoiding, they've been escaping, they didn't have the tools, maybe, right? Earlier, I shared the quote, we hold over 800 years of family members. Think about what your family members experienced 2, 3, 4, 500 years ago. Did we have the tools to embody our emotions? Or did we have to, right? Have to, or did we choose to go a different path? The path of escaping, the path of fighting, the path of this is inappropriate, impolite. We're the first generations, possibly many generations, to now come into, I have the capacity. We achieve that level of abundance. I am frustrated because now at that level of abundance, when I know in my body, I see around me and in me that I am capable of more, that people can live differently, that I can embody more love. But I cannot embody that love without embodying that frustration, embodying that anger, embodying that addiction. Addiction is a secondary emotion. Anger is a secondary emotion. When I am going after an extra cake, an extra cigarette, an extra glass of wine, an extra whatever substance, when I am an extra hour of scrolling, right? Our addictions may express differently, but the pattern is the same. I'm going after something that I know does not satisfy me, that I know is the path of escaping something else. Instead of resting, I'm watching TV. Instead of doing maybe flow of yoga, I'm scrolling through the social media. Instead of going for a walk, I'm going to the fridge. Because when I'm walking, then I have the flow of energy that can clean me. And I'm saying I'm lazy. No, you're not lazy. You're avoiding something. You're avoiding something that's been avoided for many generations. But now that you bring awareness to it, you can change it. We cannot change it without awareness. Frustration is a must be part of your healing journey. You cannot just go from I'm feeling wonderful to I'm feeling more wonderful to I'm feeling more wonderful. That's not the healing path. For you to change something, frustration needs to happen. If you don't feel the frustration, why would you change anything? Right? We're no longer in that heaven by Adam and Eve, right? It has to be an apple, it has to be frustration. The frustration was, I know there's more. That's the apple, right? That's the awareness. Somebody brought to you an awareness, or you received an awareness. And now frustration happened. And now the path of self-exploration may happen. The self-learning may happen. Know thyself. You will not step on this path unless there is frustration, right? So you have two choices. Either I bring and receive and welcome that frustration while it is maybe lower. Because if I ignore it, it will get higher, it will get higher, it will get into depression, it will get into maybe heavy life-threatening addiction, suicidal thoughts. And if you suppress it, your children, and by your children, I mean your business, I mean children of your siblings, I mean anyone in your generation, I mean any project that you are working on. For some of us, our children are some project that we're working on, right? Even if you don't have children. And if you do have children, definitely what you are not facing, they will experience. Because what you are experiencing is what your parents could not face. So please, when you look at your frustration, don't ask yourself what I did wrong. The truth is, you did everything right. That's why you're feeling frustration right now. Now you have a choice. And the point is, you will have that choice later. You will have that choice later, but later you will pay higher price. The more you're waiting, the more you're escaping, the higher the price will become. So you have two options. One is mandatory, that you will be forced into it. And the other one is volunteer, when you volunteer to go into that frustration. Which one do you pick? One more thing to add. We need community. We are social creatures. So when we are facing that, attempting to face it on your own is self-sacrifice, is desire to hide because other people may not be able to hold that much that you have inside. And that's where trust must come in. Trust that what you are experiencing, you are not alone in. Trust that we can hold it for you. Trust that you will find the supportive community, nature, energies, divine support, something that will guide you to the right teachers, to the right people, to the right tribe. Can you trust in that? Can you not escape? Can you not hide? That's my invitation to you. I'm holding 3-day retreat this week, Friday through Sunday. You're welcome to join for the fall container. This container is designed to work with resistance, to look into the intelligence of our emotional triggers. You're welcome to come for one day and join one workshop, or you're welcome to join the whole container. It is very healing. We're looking at the subconscious level using the sacred technology or systemic family constellations. If you don't know what it is, that's absolutely okay. Just trust that this community will hold you to look at your frustration, to look at your anger, to look at your addictions, to look at what you're ashamed of without judgment. That's what I'm offering. That's what I'm inviting to. The link will be inside. Find me. Thank you.